Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome to the show. My name is Romina Thomas. I am a business and an accountability coach. And today I have a very special guest with me. Her name is Diana Tapia. She's a transition strategist and she's the founder of the Worldwide Immigrants Association. Diana is here with me today to talk about the three fears that keep us from reaching our goals. So please join me in welcome Diana. Hi Diana.
Hey, Romina, how are you? Thank you for
Uh,
having me.
Very good, very good. Happy to have you. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. It's a little bit chilly today, but
Oh,
it's nice. Finally, summer
where are
coming.
you? Where are you located again?
I'm in Canada, in Montreal,
Oh,
so
nice,
the
nice.
struggle is real.
Well, I'm in California and it's hot here, so. So Diana, why don't we get started on the three fears that are there as a block to keep us from reaching our goals? What will be the first fear?
Yeah, before jumping into the first fear, I would say that, well, you as an accountability coach, you are super used to knowing that a lot of people start saying, oh, yeah, but I haven't done this because that, or, oh, it's because I'm so afraid of this. So, first of all, I want to make it super clear that these three fears are not fears. These fears are actually excuses. There's just one
Yeah,
fear. The fear is to start. The fear is to actually move on, right?
move
So,
forward, exactly.
yeah, so the fear is just one. It's that one, the thing that you feel here in the stomach that doesn't make you move, and you start like sweating and stuff like that. So what I'm going to talk about is actually these three excuses that we are putting in our way to not to commit to ourselves to reach that goal.
Exactly. So the fear is hidden in the excuses. So it's one fear, but there are many excuses that, make that fear bigger in a way.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that every start is a change.
Yeah.
So me working with change and transition, I see it all the time. And I'm sure that you see it with your clients as well. So this is why I thought it was very important for us, because you have all that great background working with your clients and giving them so much accountability. But as well, you know your clients, and you know that these three excuses that I'm going to talk about, you've already heard them. Or even us, ourselves, we've already,
Guilty. Yeah.
yeah.
Probably.
So,
We all make excuses sometimes here and there. And
definitely.
because of fear or because of, so many, it's like a roadblock. Sometimes it's easier to go into that direction of fear as opposed to facing the fear and say, okay, I'm gonna, face the fear and move ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, so if you are ready, I am, and I'm going to throw it hard and straight. So,
Uh-oh.
the first one is this one. Oh no, I'm sure I'm aiming too high. I cannot do this. It's too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to become an entrepreneur. I want to study an MBA, but no, I'm so stupid. I'm aiming too high.
Right. Yeah. I'm not good enough. That's a big one.
Yeah, more or less is that one. What we are really meaning, I'm going to include myself and all of us, because we've arrived to that excuse someday, sometime.
Mm-hmm.
So what we really mean in there is that even if we really want to reach that goal, we are not 100% committed to it.
Yeah.
We don't really want to take that effort that this goal needs for us
Yeah.
to actually achieve it.
Yeah.
They say that if you want to have the life others have, you have to be ready to make some sacrifices and to live a life that not everybody is ready to live. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like sacrificing yourself and your time on weekends,
Yeah.
or valuable time with your family, or not going on that vacation that you really wanted to go, and instead you have to go and put your nose in the books so you
Yeah.
can learn everything about I don't know, economy or business administration, so you can have your MBA, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is that saying, I'm sure I am aiming too high, it's yourself just not committing 100% to that specific goal.
And I think that that makes us huge difference, because when you are really committed to the goal, it's so much easier to get the goal achieved, because you are invested in it and you're willing to invest your time and put a lot of effort into making that happen. So it makes absolute total sense, you know, that that's the excuse that we put, because we're not committed.
And the thing is that I'm saying it's not that we don't want to achieve that. Of course, we want to have the MBA. Of course, we want to be entrepreneurs. Of course, we want to move to another country. But the thing is that we see this big, huge, is a huge goal. So I've heard you in several of your videos, and you're always recommending people cut and separate your goals in very small pieces.
Good job. You've been listening, Diana.
So, and you say that, and let's say that, for example, this makes a lot of sense, what you say all the time, because let's say that you were born just today, but with the intelligence and the maturity, the brain maturity that you have today, but you're a baby just right now. You just were born today. And I arrive to you and I tell you, Romina, your goal in your life is to become the best doctor ever in the world. Mm-hmm. How would you feel?
Overwhelmed.
Exactly. Extremely overwhelmed, knowing that, oh my God, how am I going to do that, right?
Yeah.
So, well, in real life, because you are so conscious that you have to reach that MBA, that's why you feel so overwhelmed. Yeah. But in fact is that you were born no matter how many years ago, and if someone would have arrived to you to tell you now you're going to be a business and accountability coach, you would have been super overwhelmed. Yeah. But you weren't, because everything in your life was separated into small pieces.
Exactly.
You went to the kindergarten, then to elementary school, then to high school, etc., until you graduated on this area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I love that analogy, because that makes total sense. It's not that you don't have to do everything at once. You have to go through the journey of you becoming whatever it is that you want to become, or whatever goal that you have. And the fact that you are making it into smaller steps will allow you not to get overwhelmed and to actually making it happen. But like you said, if you're not motivated enough or committed enough to completing that goal, then all the steps in the middle are going to be even more difficult, because you're not invested in it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the first one. That's the first fear of, oh my God, I'm aiming too high.
Yeah.
Which is actually an excuse. The second one is, oh, this will seem ridiculous to others.
Yeah. Yep.
So what's the problem with that? What are you really afraid of? Is it that you'll be judged? Is it that nobody is going to understand what you're doing? Is it that they are not going to approve you're
seeking approval outside of yourself? Yeah.
Exactly. That's normal. We are animals. As humans, we're animals, and we are social, and we like to be accepted in the pack, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
But sometimes what we want in our lives don't necessarily fit in the lives of others. Yeah. So that's what makes us feel so afraid of or nervous about it, because, well, what are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna really stop working on your dreams because everybody is gonna look at you and you are super weird of wanting to, I don't know, after having that MBA, wanting to sell teddy bears?
Exactly.
If that's your passion, if that's your goal, if you really find meaning on selling teddy bears after having an MBA, well, why not?
Why not? Exactly. It's all about, there are two things that you said. It's all about meaning. and mission and purpose. If they make sense to you and you're passionate about it, then go for it, whatever it is. But I understand and I recognize that it's difficult sometimes to think that way and to say, I'm just going to do this. I don't care what other people think, because in the end, we do care.
Yeah.
It's not that we don't need to care at all. It's that we need to care to a degree, but we also need to understand that we need to do things for ourselves and not for others.
And vice versa. Like, I believe this happens to a lot of people. The environment where you and I are right now, with a lot of entrepreneurs around, we've seen a lot of people saying, oh, my family is not supporting enough. Or my husband says that I have a hobby and it's not my hobby, it's my business. And they don't feel accepted, right? But okay, so this is where you put everything in balance. Is your business something that really means so much to you to go and follow it? Or is it really the authorization or the approval that you have to have from your family or friends? Of course, if this means that you are going to put your family economy in risk, or like things that of course have to be accepted, approved, and stipulated in your
family,
well, of course you're going to consider those thoughts, but not those where people don't really get or say, oh, that's so cute, no, you're selling teddy bears, oh, that's very nice. But like, it's more like, oh, you're cute, but what's your real job?
Well, it's like they're disregarding your passion, and that's painful. When people disregard who you are or what you stand for, it's painful, especially if it's your partner or your family or your closest friends. And that's why in this social media world, we're all women connecting with other women, or even men, you and I are part of many groups, and I've seen that post over and over where people are complaining and saying, I don't have the support of my close family and friends. And that's why building a network and connecting with people that are in the same level in your journey, it's helpful, because people will understand what you're going through, because they're going through it with you at the same time, so they can support you and cheer you up and be there for you. And you don't necessarily need to you cannot find necessarily that support system with your family or closest friends, so you seek it outside of yourself, and you connect with people like us that we're all going through the same journey.
And to know and recognize and know to separate, because what you believe might not be the truth.
True.
Because maybe they are really supporting you, they just don't feel that passionate about it, because it's not their passion, it's not it's not like their dream was not selling teddy bears. And they were never thinking about you selling teddy bears.
Exactly. They had another image of yourself, and now that you're changing.
And that's great. So here is where mindset and self-trust and self-confidence are very important elements in this fear that I'm talking about, which is, for me, it's also an excuse, because you cannot just say, oh my God, everybody is going to criticize me, or what are they gonna think if I change my career, for example. Well, if there's people who is going to join you in your path, and they are going to be very proud of you succeeding in this new goal, that's gonna be awesome. They didn't, there's always a why. Like, there was a meaning there. It's no longer their interest. They didn't have to follow in your same area as well. But you have to understand that you cannot base yourself on the ideas of others.
Exactly. And there is also the play of other people's fears or other people excuses for yourself too. Maybe they wanted to do that and they weren't able to do it because they created excuses for themselves. So now it's kind of like they're putting you down, but in a way because they didn't have the, I don't know,
Yeah.
enough commitment to follow through on their own. So they are bringing you down because they didn't do it. I don't know. It's complicated.
It is. But all those elements, like that, what you just said, and like all the others that we just mentioned, but just to recognize every time that we really want to achieve something, that it will not depend on others, it just depends on us. And if
Exactly.
people is
Absolutely.
going to follow, that's going to be great. And if
Yeah.
they don't, it's great as
They
well.
don't. Absolutely. I agree. Totally.
And the
Yeah.
third one,
Okay. What's the third one?
I believe this one is the most common one.
Okay.
I'm not ready yet.
Yep.
So are you sure
Very
you
common.
aren't? Like, what are
Yeah.
you waiting for? To learn more? To have more money? To learn more strategies? To have a mentor? To have a different status? To be in a different place? To meet other people? Oh my God, it's like parenthood, you know?
Overwhelming.
Overwhelming. And
You
it's
will never be ready, ever.
exactly, that's what I was gonna say. Like, it's like parenthood. Are you really ready ever to be parent? Like, you are never ready to be a parent. There's always like, no, let's have a mortgage, like the mortgage of a new house. Oh no, let's buy a van because we just have a small two places car, no?
Yeah.
Or, oh no, but first let's travel. And
Yeah.
excuses, I'm not ready. But well, it happens. It goes through, and you get pregnant, and then you were ready.
Yeah. Then you adjust yourself to the situation,
you
and
were you were actually ready. You are never ready enough, let's say. But what are you waiting for? It's
exactly.
also like, I love talking about metaphors. So it's also, I'm just thinking about when you go to the pool and it's super sunny but the water is cold, and you're touching the water with your foot and with your little toes, and then you're like, and everybody is, hey, jump, just jump, everything is gonna be okay, just jump. And you say like, oh my God, no, the water is so cold.
Yeah.
But then
Exactly.
someone comes back like after you, and they throw you to the pool, and then you realize that, yeah, it was cold, but okay, I'm done.
It's done. Yeah.
And now I'm enjoying
The water.
the pool party,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Exactly.
So I believe that if you want to go and follow a dream or to reach a goal, because you as accountability coach, I'm talking all the time about goals, and if we're talking about those, I believe if you are waiting to actually be ready to reach for that goal, I'm telling you that you're ready today, right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right now, there's nothing else to wait for.
And you're ready as much you can be ready today. You can be more ready tomorrow. And that's the process that I always talk about. Is like there is always time to learn, to grow, to acquire new skills. But you have to get started at some point. And why not starting today? You know, when you ask yourself, oh, I'm not ready yet, then ask yourself, why not? Why not today? You know?
Exactly.
Exactly.
And
Perfect.
yeah, and all the things that you're gonna learn them in the practice. Like I
Exactly.
went to university, and I can say that all the things that I learned at the university were actually useless. What taught me everything that I know right now is life, is the practice, is actually starting working, actually going and making business partnerships, actually going and talking to people, actually going, like, it's a practice. So you can never wait until you have, I don't know, 5 PhDs to finally commit to that goal.
Yeah, and it's not about collecting degrees or collecting all these diplomas. It's about also, those diplomas and that knowledge is useful at some point in your life. You might be using that knowledge for something, but it's about taking action. It's not all about, okay, because a lot of people, they keep on studying and getting degrees, and then they never take the step to make things happen, because you're always behind the book and it's safe. I'm studying, and now I'm becoming, I did college, I did a master's, and now I'm going to do a PhD, and I keep on going, but I never go outside of the books and actually work or connect with people or make things happen. And us as entrepreneurs, we have to get outside. We have to do many things that we don't know. Like myself, I have done all the marketing, all the things on my website, and a lot of things that I have no clue how to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I went ahead and learned the skills and did it. Maybe it's not the best, maybe they are not perfect, but there is always time to improve my things. And I think it's important to not to hide behind the excuses or the fear, and to actually take a leap of faith and take the first step and jump into making things happen, jump into creating your goals and actually working on your goals and your things that you wanna do in life.
Yeah, just jump into the pool.
Just jump into the pool, exactly.
Jump into the pool. I just mentioned three fears. There are actually like 1 million excuses.
Yes.
1 million. So whenever you, oh yeah, or more. So whenever you find something related to these three that I just mentioned, then take a step back and verify what you thought, see if it's valid, and then if it is not, then move on immediately, because otherwise you're going to stay there.
Exactly. It's all about moving forward and moving on and always taking a step ahead. And it doesn't have to be a huge step. And this is what you were saying before that I always refer to, is that take a step, no matter how small. Even if it's a 5-minute step, even if it's making one phone call, do it. Do not stay in behind the fear or the excuses, because that will not take you anywhere. But taking one step is going to help you to continue taking another step and then another one, and that will help you to move ahead and move forward. So this was very, very helpful, Diana. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. And please let us know where people can find you. Diana works with people that are going through a transition, whether it is career or life or any change that you're going through your life. She can support you with. So where we can find you, or how can people contact you?
Yeah, thank you. Well, you can reach me on my social media. I'm mostly on Facebook and Instagram. The user is always I am Diana Tapia, and you can follow me as well at the Expert Channel TV, where I'm showing little shots every Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And also, well, on my website, dianatapia.com. And I will be very happy to talk to you. And if you have any questions, if you have hesitations, I know that transitions are frightening and stressful, but there's always a way to sort them out.
Absolutely. And I'm going to post those in the comments so people can reach you if they want to. And again, thank you so much for joining me today, and we will catch up to you next.
Yes, thank you.